Hello, everybody. This is my entry for Tuesday, May 30th, 2017. I hope everyone had a good and safe Memorial Day. I know my last entry was a little different and maybe a little uncomfortable, a little awkward. It definitely was for me too, but part of this is about trying new things and seeing what we can show people. So there was that. This entry is what I probably should have talked about yesterday, but it's about saying yes. This works for everybody in life, I think. I think so often we get tied up with work responsibilities, school responsibilities, family responsibilities, partner responsibilities, that we forget to say yes to the little things or the things that people ask us to do. And what happens is when you stop saying yes, you stop getting asked. And on the same respect, reach out to more people and ask them to do things. I mean, it's simple things. A couple weekends ago, I was asked to go camping, and I could have found a million reasons why I shouldn't have. And I was just like, yes, let's go. And it was amazing. And I was invited out on a boat by a friend for Memorial Day, and I ended up doing one of those days that you see other people having, going, man, I wish I was doing that. And there's a time I would have easily said no to that because, oh, day off, I can work on my thesis, I can, have the house to do this or that. There's just so many reasons that we make up or we just say no. So just say yes. Say yes to life, say yes to opportunities, say yes to other people. Say yes when people ask you for help. Have a whole day of yes. Okay, if anybody watches It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, maybe take it a little bit more precautiously than they do. But when people reach out to you or people invite you out, there's a reason. And maybe you can't make it then, but then maybe try to plan something else because I'm trying to say yes to more. I have this idea of a bucket list, and I know we all have the idea of a bucket list, and you write down things that you want to accomplish or do. But mine's just a little easier because that's like, oh man, I got to get this done. I got to get here. Instead, whenever I do something new or something I haven't done before, I just say bucket list and I check it off as something new. Instead of trying to make sure I hit every box, I just add boxes along the way and check them as they go. So that's really fun. And it's funny what happens when you say yes and you open up. I ended up spending a great afternoon with some friends and people I work with, and just having so much fun and getting to know a coworker in ways I wouldn't have known otherwise, and just finding out she was a really interesting young lady that we had a lot in common with. And it's funny again when you open yourself up to possibilities or people in just a conversation, which is what we're getting started here, hopefully more of. But just saying yes to talking to somebody next to you at a bar, saying yes to asking the teller at 7-Eleven how their day was, saying yes to the possibilities and the connections that life has to offer that are out there on a daily basis, especially when it's coming from people who care about you or enjoy your company or want to be with you. This is important in a time of grief because I have said and still do say no to sometimes a lot of things because of where I'm at with my grief and not feeling if I'm going to be a downer or ruin the party, or maybe I'm not in a place where I want to celebrate and I do want to talk to somebody about it, but the event or the occasion wouldn't be appropriate. So this affects my grieving. It's affected by grief a lot. We do say no and we hide away and we shy away from things when we're hurting and we're going through stuff. And then, we can get angry that people didn't know what we wanted or what we wanted to do or where we wanted to go. And sometimes I think I found that part of that responsibility falls on, even if we're grieving and it's hard and it hurts, sometimes you just got to say yes and see what happens. And you can always leave or go if it's not working. But, 9 times out of 10, I think you'll find that when an opportunity is presented, it usually has a pretty positive outcome. So that's it for tonight. what I would like you all to do is go and say yes to something this week, to lunch with a coworker, to helping somebody with their groceries from the grocery store, to calling your mother when maybe you haven't in a while. Just say yes. Say yes to something. And then post about it. Tell me what you said yes to, no matter how big, no matter how small. And let's see what happens. I hope everybody has a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. Good evening.